So Rose McGowan has put Oprah on blast.
When you just have one person that has all the power.
I'm gonna be like Oprah. Oprah Winfrey don't trust nobody. That's why she's so rich.
And I've seen these kinds of things play out in front of me.
Okay.
When
you say you heard the stories, what do you mean? What stories?
Oprah Winfrey, a media mogul, philanthropist, and one of the most recognizable faces on television, has built an empire that spans decades. However, in her pursuit of success, she has also navigated some highly controversial relationships, both with public figures and with the media. Interestingly, Tucker Carlson, a political commentator on Fox News, has praised her communication skills and said she could make a strong presidential candidate. This juxtaposition of Oprah's controversial connections and Carlson's endorsement opens an intriguing window into her evolving public persona.
This Fox News star has plenty to say.
Welcome to Tucker Carlson Tonight.
Taking on the headlines every night on his show, now the TV host sounding off with us on the Roseanne Barr controversy.
I voted for Donald Trump, and that is not allowed in Hollywood.
She claims she was fired because she was a Trump supporter. Do you think that's true?
I don't. I think it was stupid. She had the highest rated show on their network. I thought the tweet was kind of awful, but the impulse to fire people who are like silly on Twitter, like, I don't know. So let's slow down a little bit.
And when it comes to the president, Tucker tells it how he sees it.
Trump's ideas are pretty good. The execution is spotty.
Trump's 2020 opponents could be pretty A-list.
You tell me what you think.
Yeah.
How they would do. Oprah.
I mean, I think she'd have a pretty good shot.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Yeah, I mean, look, it depends on what they're running on. Clearly, Oprah is a remarkable communicator, probably without parallel right now. The question is, what is she seeking to communicate? Same with The Rock. What's his message? What is he selling?
Anybody planning to run might want to check out Tucker's new book, Ship of Fools.
What can the readers expect?
It's coming out in October, and it basically tries to answer the question, why did Donald Trump get elected? Happy countries do not elect Donald Trump. Desperate countries do. So you elect Donald Trump if you feel like the system has failed you.
Without fail, he's giving his take on everything weeknights on Fox News Channel.
Tucker Carlson, who rarely shies away from offering bold opinions on public figures, has weighed in on the possibility of Oprah running for president. In a 2018 interview, Carlson highlighted her communication prowess, suggesting that her ability to connect with people is remarkable and without parallel right now.
Where's Kathleen? Hi, Kathleen. What do you want to say?
My question is inspired by my wireless provider. So I've been...
Wow.
See, I'm not the only one. I've had a lot of problems with my wireless provider, and when I go in and I am sweet as sugar and kind, I am told, well, would you like to redo your contract and buy another phone because there's nothing we can do for you. When I, let's just call it, become more assertive about my position, I am rewarded with overnight shipping, a new phone, and a lot of other things. So by going to a very negative place, I think, I am rewarded. When I go and am pleasant and kind and the sweet, wonderful person that I am inside, that is negatively reinforced by them kind of brushing me off.
Assertion is not negative. Being assertive is not being negative. There's a difference between the intention of being negative and the intention of being assertive.
So it's difficult for them to deal with me because I don't just roll over and go away, because I am very insistent upon what I consider an acceptable solution.
Okay, well, that's not negative karma.
Yeah.
And you got your phone fixed.
I did.
Well, but go ahead,
The
Tom.
spiritual journey is standing on your own 2 feet. I felt the same way when you said when I'm assertive, sometimes I get that the very things that I'm standing up for, what's wrong with that? If you do it with love and truth, it's truth. This is true for me. That really doesn't work for me. That's very inconvenient for me. It doesn't seem fair based on the contract I signed. I really think we can do better here. Beautiful.
However, Carlson also emphasized that winning a political race depends on the message a candidate is selling, not just their public persona. This comment encapsulates the complex public perception of Oprah. While many people admire her for her humanitarian work and media success, her alignment with controversial figures raises questions about her leadership potential.
Every person who called me and said, what can I do? This is what you can do. The People's Fund of Maui.
New within the past hour, Oprah Winfrey and Dwayne Johnson are launching the People's Fund of Maui to support those impacted by the wildfires. Winfrey and Johnson have donated an initial $10 million. The money will be distributed directly to those impacted by the wildfires. All adults in the affected areas are eligible to receive up to $1,200 a month. You can donate at peoplesfundofmaui.org.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC7 content by clicking the subscribe button for our YouTube channel. And download the ABC7 Los Angeles streaming app on Fire TV, Android TV, Apple TV, and Roku to watch on your TV.
Carlson's praise of Oprah is significant because he occupies a political space that often contradicts the progressive values Oprah is known to champion. His praise can be seen as recognition of her skills and influence, transcending typical partisan divides. Yet, it also prompts an evaluation of the controversial aspects of Oprah's career, particularly her association with public figures and movements that have sparked debate.
Let's go back to the Golden Globes for a second. Oprah is now being criticized for her speech that night by a very unlikely star.
Me too.
3 days after Oprah publicly supported victims of sexual assault in the wake of numerous allegations against Harvey Weinstein, singer Seal Instagrammed this meme. Showing Winfrey kissing the disgraced mogul, it reads, "When you have been part of the problem for decades, but suddenly they all think you are the solution."
Please welcome Seal!
The 54-year-old who's appeared on Oprah's show captioned his post, "Oh, I forgot, that's right, you'd heard the rumors, but you had no idea he was actually serially assaulting young starry-eyed actresses, my bad." While Weinstein maintains his innocence, Seal hasn't commented further, and Oprah has not responded.
This moment is a really powerful time for everybody to get woke.
Fans have come to her defense, pointing out Winfrey is a sexual assault survivor. They also posted pics of Seal's ex, Heidi Klum, kissing Weinstein too.
How are you?
I am here.
Today on Ellen, Oprah was busy dealing with the aftermath of a natural disaster.
The neighbors out back, their houses are gone.
The celeb neighbors FaceTimed as Winfrey showed the devastation and rescue efforts after deadly mudslides hit their Montecito, California enclave.
We're going to do what great Americans do all the time. We're going to help each other. We're going to help each other out wherever
Yes, we
needed.
are. Perhaps one of Oprah's most intense public clashes occurred in 2006 with author James Frey. Frey's memoir, A Million Little Pieces, which detailed his battle with drug addiction, became a bestseller after Oprah featured it in her book club. However, it was later revealed that Frey had fabricated large parts of the story. When Oprah brought Frey back on her show to address the scandal, she expressed her sense of betrayal, famously saying, "I feel duped."
Bright Shiny Morning has, a pretty complete history of the city of LA from the day it was founded in 1781 until the year 2000. And I try to do it in a way that's kind of funny, at least, so that it doesn't bore you to tears. LA itself is actually the main character. I mean, there are 4 primary narratives. One's a homeless guy who lives in Venice. One's a Hispanic girl who's a housekeeper in a mansion in Pasadena. One's a movie star. And the other are a young couple. The other 2 are a young couple who moved to LA from Ohio. Some of them have good stories, some of them have bad stories. Some of them just have stories. I try to look at everybody, I'm just as apt to write about somebody with money as somebody without it, or somebody whose family's been in America for 200 years as somebody who's been in America for 200 hours. It's a big novel about LA, and it's all made up. I've always tried to remove any influence from my work because I don't want to write books that look like other people's books. I don't want to do work that is obviously derivative of somebody else's work. The controversy surrounding A Million Little Pieces hasn't changed the way I feel about what I do at all. I mean, I write books. My only goal ever is to write the best book I can. My run-in with Oprah was fine. I mean, she got mad at me and she wanted to give me a lecture, and so be it. Have I been treated fairly by the world's media? I could care less about that. I don't care what the media says about me. I don't do what I do to curry favor with the media. It's irrelevant. You know, what means something is the people who read my books and how they feel about them, not what somebody working at a newspaper or a TV show has to say about me.
In 2023, Oprah, along with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, launched a relief fund to help victims of the devastating Maui wildfires. While they donated $10 million combined, the move backfired when they asked the public, including working-class citizens, to donate as well. Critics pointed out that Oprah, with a net worth of $2.8 billion, could have easily contributed more. The backlash was swift, with many accusing her of being out of touch with the struggles of everyday people.
Oprah made a career-ending mistake when herself and Dwayne Johnson broke the one rule of being a billionaire. Don't ask poor people for their money. Last week, Oprah and The Rock announced that they would be starting a relief fund for the victims of the Maui wildfires. The People's Fund of Maui was given a solid $10 million to get off the ground. $10 million donated by Oprah and Dwayne combined. So why is it just Oprah that's getting so much hate online? Well, it's because she has a net worth of roughly $2.8 billion. Billion with a B. The world is collectively furious at Oprah for having the audacity to ask working class citizens for charity when most people can barely afford to put food on their tables. The Rock and Oprah donated $5 million each to give the fund a head start. Well, guess what? $5 million to Oprah Winfrey is like $500 to us. Like, it's still a lot, but it's chump change to her. Oprah addressed all the hate online, telling the Daily Mail that she was disappointed in the reactions from the world. Rather than focusing on the good things and the people of Maui, the world was mad that she asked them to give her a nickel. Well, Oprah has yet to confirm if she'll be donating any more to the fund, but so far it's not looking like she will.
In 2013, Oprah hosted another bombshell interview, this time with disgraced cyclist Lance Armstrong. Armstrong, who had been stripped of his 7 Tour de France titles for doping, used the platform to admit that he had cheated throughout his career.
Stunning interview with Lance Armstrong, coming clean to Oprah about doping to win. But did he really tell the truth? The whole truth. ABC's Neil Karlinski, who has covered Lance Armstrong for years, is here with the incredibly dramatic details. Neil, good morning.
Elizabeth, good morning. It was surreal to watch. You have to understand, this is a man who has fought with everything he could to maintain this lie through vicious attacks, threats, and lawsuits. But last night, Lance Armstrong came clean, almost as if he just decided to flip a switch from somewhere deep inside.
I'd like you to walk me through it. Were there, pill deliveries and blood in secret refrigerators? How did it work?
Oh, we need a long time.
Calling himself an arrogant bully, Lance Armstrong had no good answer to explain away one of the biggest lies in all of sport.
I will start my answer by saying that this is too late. I view this situation as one big lie that I repeated a lot of times.
The man who won the Tour de France 7 times only to have his title stripped away admitted to using a slew of performance-enhancing drugs in such a matter-of-fact way, you'd never guess he'd done everything in his power to protect this very secret.
Did you ever take banned substances to enhance your cycling performance?
Yes.
Did you ever blood dope or use blood transfusions to enhance your cycling performance?
Yes.
He seemed to blame the momentum of his own story, surviving cancer, then making a comeback, for getting carried away.
You overcome the disease, you win the Tour de France 7 times, you have a happy marriage, you have children. I mean, it's just this mythic, perfect story.
Yes.
And it wasn't true.
Was it a big deal to you? Did it feel wrong?
At the time?
Mm-hmm.
No.
It did not even feel wrong?
No. It's scary.
Did you feel bad about it?
No. Even scarier.
Did you feel in any way that you were cheating?
No. The scariest.
Oprah is credited with launching the careers of Dr. Phil and Dr. Oz, both of whom have faced their own share of controversies. Dr. Phil has been criticized for exploiting guests' personal struggles for television ratings, while Dr. Oz has come under fire for promoting questionable health advice. Despite the controversies, Oprah has quietly benefited from their success, maintaining a financial interest in their programs.
You get a secret, everyone gets a secret. Welcome to Beyond the Screen. I'm Nate, and these are the top 10 dark secrets Oprah Winfrey tried to keep hidden. Number 10, the Maui Fund scandal. Now, who would have guessed that the woman famous for handing out cars on her talk show is being canceled by the entire world? Why? Well, Oprah made a career-ending mistake when herself and Dwayne Johnson broke the one rule of being a billionaire. Don't ask poor people for their money. Last week, Oprah and The Rock announced that they would be starting a relief fund for the victims of the Maui wildfires. The People's Fund of Maui was given a solid $10 million to get off of the ground. $10 million donated by Oprah and Dwayne combined. So why is it just Oprah that's getting so much hate online? Well, it's because she has a net worth of roughly $2.8 billion. Billion with a B. The world is collectively furious at Oprah for having the audacity to ask working class citizens for charity when most people can barely afford to put food on their tables. The Rock and Oprah donated $5 million each to give the fund a head start. Well, guess what? $5 million to Oprah Winfrey is like $500 to us. Like, it's still a lot, but it's chump change to her.
Oprah Winfrey and Harvey Weinstein had a notable professional relationship marked by their influential roles in Hollywood. Weinstein, a dominant figure in the film industry, produced numerous high-profile projects that garnered critical acclaim and commercial success. Oprah, a media mogul and influential public figure, often collaborated with prominent industry figures like Weinstein to enhance her brand and extend her reach within the entertainment world. Their frequent appearances together at events and award shows fueled speculation about the extent of their closeness. They were photographed together numerous times, highlighting their mutual support and professional camaraderie. This association was significant in Hollywood, where networking and alliances often play a crucial role in one's success. Despite the later controversies surrounding Weinstein, the professional link between him and Oprah remains a noteworthy chapter in Hollywood's intricate web of relationships.
So Rose McGowan has put Oprah on blast. Rose recently called out Oprah on Twitter over her past associations with some controversial men. Rose wrote, quote, "From being pals with Harvey Weinstein to abandoning and destroying Russell Simmons' victims, she is about supporting a sick power structure for personal gain. She is as fake as they come." And just to refresh your memory, music producer Russell Simmons has been accused of rape by at least 15 women. Last year, Oprah pulled out of a documentary that's highlighting their stories because she and the filmmakers apparently did not see eye to eye on that project. And as for her former friendship with Harvey Weinstein, Oprah had said that she did not know about the sexual assault accusations from women, including Rose, only that she had heard he was a bully. Do you believe that she has a point here, or does Rose have a point? Where do you fall?
I want to tread very lightly on this because I do have a lot of empathy for Rose McGowan. She is a survivor who has been very vocal, did not hold punches to speak her truth, and she was silenced and bullied and threatened. She is like a lot of survivors, especially in light of Me Too, who have very post-dated trauma that they have not been able to walk through and actually heal from. So I want to be sensitive to that. However, I think that the anger is misplaced because at the end of the day, Oprah is not the end-all, be-all of everything. There have to be other people who are rising to the occasion and being advocates and offering support. I think the idea that Oprah would have been able to take down this very strong patriarchy and all of the power structure as a black woman coming up in media, especially during that time, is a bit ridiculous no matter how much power Oprah seemingly has. So I think the conversation needs to be had. People need to be held accountable. But when we start going after people who are with the intentions, because remember, Oprah is a survivor of extreme traumatic sexual abuse as well. So when we start infighting, that's what the enemy wants. So I want to be really clear about this. Infighting is not how you win the game.
Though Oprah Winfrey has achieved extraordinary success, these controversies reveal a more complicated side to her rise to fame. Despite the criticism, she remains an influential figure, beloved by many for her philanthropic work and inspirational messages. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. That's it for now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into the stories that shape entertainment. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.